Alrighty, we have made it to the middle of the week. It is Wednesday, everyone. Welcome into the News 10 Plus digital desk. Oh, and that is... Oh, there we go. I thought it was something else for a minute. I was like, what just happened? Oh, yeah, because it was something else. That was weird. Okay, well, I am Taylor Gattoni. Welcome into the News 10 Plus digital desk. Not sure why that said hockey up there, but... Oh, we got a hi from Chris in East Lansing. Hi, Chris. Hope you're doing well on this Wednesday. We still have the gloomy skies out there, but fits in with the fall season. We do have Justin Bradford, who will be coming up in just a little bit to tell you what you can expect for the rest of the week with those clouds and those possible rain chances in our area, on top of the beautiful weather that you can expect for Friday into all of next week for the first week of October. So, first day of fall started last weekend, September 23rd. And we are heading into the first week of October, coming up pretty soon. So more fall festivities coming up. And I will say, today, me and my coworker, we are planning a little girls' trip to the UP. So we're trying to figure that out to see those fall leaves. If any of you have any recommendations or plans, let me know in the chat because, hey, lots to talk about when it comes to fall. I do want to share where you can catch Studio 10 because they're always a great place to check out if there's anything you want to do in our community or even around our community. Always great tool to go to as well. Yeah, just look up their socials right there and give me a second so I can show you where to find them on their YouTube page. Let's see here. Got to give the computer a second to load. It takes a while. But here's where you can find them on YouTube. Just go to @WILX Studio 10. That's what you can do with most of their socials. And just search that into YouTube and you'll be good to go. And if YouTube loads, it looks like it's taking its sweet time. That's all right. We'll come to it later. We will do that later. But until then, go check out Studio 10. They come up at 3 o'clock. So in just over 50 minutes around that time, check them out and see what they have coming up for a lot of the fall talk. I know yesterday on Studio 10, Nicole made these adorable pumpkins and put a little plate on top of it, DIY craft, if you want to do that today or with all the gloomy skies, or even this weekend if you have some more time to get some more DIY fall decorations. There you can go. Super easy too. You could probably make it in like 5 minutes and probably for about $5. So go check out Studio 10, see all of the fall decorations and fun that you can get involved with for yourself, or if you want to incorporate your friends and family in with the fun festivities too. Go check it out. Again, that is where you can find Studio 10. One more time, this is where you search for them on their YouTube page. So go check it out. And something else I want to talk about here on News 10 is all year long we're doing our You're Not Alone mental health series. So if you click on, or not click on, but if you use your phone, scan that QR code, and then you can click on different resources. So I have it pulled up on my phone right now. I would show it to you, but I don't think you'd see it from over here. But they show many different resources for Clinton, Eaton, Ingham counties, Jackson County, Shiawassee County, Hillsdale County, and Lenawee County. Some of those resources include counseling and psychiatric clinic, children's services, counseling, grief support. There's different family services, or there's stuff for just the children. So whether you or someone you know is looking to improve their emotional well-being, maybe they're struggling a little bit with depression, anxiety, we do have the fall and winter seasons coming up with seasonal affective disorder, also known as seasonal depression. And so during this time, really making sure that you're taking care of yourself while the seasons change. Your body's going to go through some changes as well. So again, go to that QR code, scan it, and you get all of those different resources. Now, also, if you know someone who is struggling or in crisis, help is available. All you have to do is call or text 988 or visit the Lifeline chat to connect with a trained crisis counselor. Again, we're doing this all year long here on News 10. Monthly, you can expect different stories from us, maybe even a few times a month, talking about different stories of people in our community who may be going through a mental health crisis. And so we're over here bringing that stigma, providing resources, again, to you or someone else who may be struggling with mental health. And, everyone goes through something. Life can be hard, and so it's okay to seek out that help. And again, 988 is that number that you want to give a call to. And again, they have that whole Lifeline chat as well, so you're able to talk to someone and get the help you or someone else may need. So there you go. We do want to switch it over to Justin Bradford to see what you can expect for today. But real quick, I do want to show a look outside. This is outside Lansing Community College. You're taking a look right there. Very wet on the camera. And if we turn it to Michigan State University, looking more dry. It was more damp earlier in the day, but yeah, clearing up a little bit over there. So continuing to monitor all of the rain chances that we are getting today, and that should start clearing up, and it'll look very, very beautiful towards the end of the week and heading into next week. But you don't want to hear that from me. We'll hear from Justin Bradford, who's much more of a pro than I am. Here we go.
Well, we're continuing to see the gloomy conditions, but we've just got about another 24 hours or so to deal with it before we get back into what is a beautiful remainder of the first alert forecast. Still seeing dry conditions, but clouds holding on. Meridian Company Skycam Network view of Michigan State showcasing that there. The hour-by-hour forecast will run through into this afternoon. Going to keep a few of those little blips of green around, just the spotty sprinkles or light rain showers. Most of the daytime will be running dry and under the clouds. Overnight, we'll bring in the better chance for showers. Those will move in from the south and east. Once again, something we don't see very often, certainly for several days like we have this week, but it's been a unique pattern setup we've had. Makes it tough to forecast because you get all this moisture around, but not very many sources of lift, and the spotty shower activity finally fades away late Thursday. That's going to get us back into very quiet conditions heading out into our Friday. Numbers start in the 50s like they have the past several mornings, but into the afternoon we're dry. We decrease the clouds, get in some late Friday sun that gets us back to the 70s. And that's just the beginning of this beautiful stretch. We just have got a little more to deal with. Again, highs only in the 60s today with more rain showers. We fall to the 50s as we have the past several nights once again. And that rain finally gives way on the morning time frame of our Thursday tomorrow. Showers early in the day at 67. Eventually some late day sun might help try to warm us up a bit, but most of us are going to have to wait until we get towards the end of the week and weekend to see that come in. We get into the 70s both Friday and Saturday to wrap up the month of September. Sunday is October 1st. And now we've been bumping these numbers up. Highs expected to get close to or even top 80 degrees. Not only that, but we're doing this with sunshine. So instead of transitioning into October, looks more like we're transitioning into August or something as we see the numbers rise here. They're going way up. It could be lower to maybe even a few mid-80s showing up in some mid-Michigan locations early next week. And really, it's going to be beyond the whole week itself as we begin the month of October until we see these temps come back down. So enjoy it. We know the pattern can certainly turn on its head in the quick glimpse there as we head into October.
All right, thank you, Justin. Yes, summer is not leaving quite yet. October is keeping it in just a little while longer. And so if you want to go to any cider mills, if you want to go camping, see those fall leaves like I'm trying to do this weekend, great weekend to do that, right? We're not going to be too cold overnight, around the 60s. And then, yeah, if we pull back up, 80s. You get those 80s. So make sure to soak it up, and then we'll be getting more of those fall temperatures, I'm sure, very soon. So yes, go enjoy this weekend and next weekend. But until then, we push through today. And here's where you can stay up to date with all of the possible rain showers in our forecast today. Download the First Alert Weather app off of Google Play, and the Apple App Store. There you go. There are video updates from our meteorologists. We have radar, satellite, the hour by hour. You're seeing all the different things that they do on there. You also get traffic alerts. So if there's any accidents on the roads, any slowdowns, you'll also be able to get those traffic alerts as well if they're reported. And so doing our best to make sure you're staying aware of what's going on in our community, not only with the weather, but also with all of the traffic when you are making your drives to wherever you may be going, trying to enjoy whatever event you're going to. So download it. It is free off of Google Play and the Apple App Store. So there you go, First Alert Weather app. We also want to share what we have coming up during First at 4 and our 90 minutes of news today. Again, this is the last week with No Mid-Michigan Matters. Starting next week, we'll be bringing it back. And so today at First at 4, we have a story on a dog saving a girl's mental health, right? I'm sure if you have a furry little friend at home, you know how much they mean to you. And think about just all the things that they do for you, improving your mood, emotional support, even just, giving that love and affection to that animal and having them give it right back to you. So we'll be sharing more on this story coming up at First at 4 today. Coming up on News 10 at 5, we have an update on the story Aaron Bowling brought to you yesterday about the 2 puppies who were tossed over the fence of Jackson County Animal Control. And those puppies in poor condition, the Jackson County Animal Control trying to figure out what happened. So we have that update coming to you on News 10 at 5. News 10 at 5:30, the threat of a federal government shutdown looms, days away. And one of the major pieces of legislation being held hostage by these negotiations is the Farm Bill. We'll break down what Senate Agricultural Committee Chair Debbie Stabenow said this week, and we'll see how that farm bill could be impacted if a government shutdown does happen. Again, that deadline just a few days away. Coming up on News 10 at 6, Riley Connell will be in Macomb County, where former President Donald Trump is speaking at a parts plant instead of attending tonight's GOP debate. This is the second GOP debate that Trump will be missing, but again, he will be there in Macomb County speaking at a parts plant. Again, Biden came yesterday speaking with the UAW strikers and with the leaders, and today Trump is also making a visit. So that is coming up on News 10 at 6 today. Of course, our reporters working on many more stories and doing follow-ups on these as well. So we want to send it to them so you can get more insight.
Thanks, Taylor. Mars Anderson here at the Lansing Redistribution Center in Delta Township. As you can see behind me, students from Olivet have taken to the picket lines with strikers. Now, credit unions in Michigan are also stepping in to lend a hand. I'll have more on that in our 90 minutes of news. I'm going to toss it over to Amaya.
Thanks, Mars. In just a few days, child care centers could be losing their federal funding. Now, for parents that rely on these services, could be detrimental, as some of these child care centers may have to close their doors. I'll have more on that story later tonight in our 90 minutes of news. For now, over to you. Being able to interact with others is essential. That's why researchers at Michigan State University are helping students with disabilities using artificial intelligence. I'm Deanna Giles, and I'll have details on News 10 at 6. Back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, Mars, Amaya, and Deanna, for sharing what you have coming up during our 90 minutes of news today. Just scrolling through to make sure I'm not missing anything. But make sure you're tuning in at First at 4. We do have breaking news coming up, more on Michigan State and Mel Tucker that we want to tell you about. So Studio 10 gets started in about 40 minutes here, followed by First at 4, where we have all of that breaking news, also touching on the dog that saves the girl's mental health, and then followed by our 90 minutes of news. So go check it out and stay with us here on News 10. But that is it from the News 10 Plus digital desk. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday.